Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading and see what your angels and your spirit guides have to say. I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also your totem animals for this time. If you come across these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is really your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder, Capricorn, saying, remember this message. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have here the canary spirit, which says sing your own song, which I adore. And then we have the armadillo spirit, which says set healthy boundaries. So sing your own song, follow your own truth, follow your own words, and set healthy boundaries between you and the rest of the world, you and those around you. That's going to be highly beneficial. Oh, I like this. You have 12, so 1 + 2 = 3, and then you have 3 right here. So divinity is really walking with you during this time. And then we have your chakra cards, angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have universal light, which is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. And then we have forgiveness, which is the heart chakra. That's powerful. That is absolutely powerful. The forgiveness of the heart, the forgiveness of the self, the forgiveness of the world, to move forward, to be in love, and to connect with that universal light. That's a powerful message right there. These readings have been so intensely strong. It's amazing. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have at the heart of everything, we have the King of Wands. This is a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. You have the King of Cups, a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. The 7 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. Cancer energy, so strong Cancer presence within this reading, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. The 3 of Wands. The Page of Cups, again, strong water sign presence, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, strong connection with the heart and with emotions. The Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Okay. So you are definitely forefront during this time, which is absolutely amazing. Your passion, your intuition, your connection with what you desire. This is work. This is what you're passionate about. You're really coming forward. Your heart is absolutely paramount. Nobody can tell you who to love, what to love, when to love. You are following your heart with a ferocity of spirit and a passion of self. You have people here. Okay, so you have people who you absolutely adore in your life, celebrating you. And you have people in your life that you need to be very mindful of during this time, because these are people who will raise their glass to you, who will say, oh my gosh, I celebrate you, Capricorn, you're absolutely wonderful, and then will have their own agendas and will be feeding their own narrative instead of just simply enjoying your life and you, moving you forward, being that type of supportive person that you thought they were. You have a repeat of the number 3, so divinity is most definitely with you. You have a repeat of the number 7, which is talking about mystical It's talking about really being drawn to the mystical during this time, really being drawn to the greater mysteries of life. But this is also truth that is really going to be something that's paramount to you. The truth of yourself, the truth of your existence, living in your truth is going to be very, very, very impactful. Also, there's a sense here that lies, any sort of lies, that other people live in, that you yourself have found yourself like maybe trapped in a narrative that isn't really yours. You're sitting there and you're like, well, this story isn't me. Why am I reading it? Kind of thing. You're changing. You're changing the story. You're rewriting things. You have the page energy right here. So as much as you are a king, as much as you are seen and you are powerful and you are taking control, you're also a student. You're learning. You are asking questions. You have this beautiful connection of the heart and the mind coming forward. So that just right off the bat is really quite beautiful. We move to the canary spirit and to the armadillo spirit. Sing your own song and set healthy boundaries. Seriously, just sing your own song and set healthy boundaries. Be you. Be you, Capricorn, and move forward in that truth. It's going to crown you. There's a music that you're being drawn to. There's a music that you are being, led by. And that's your song of truth. And sing it proud and sing it loud. I mean, seriously, be you. And let that be your truth. Let that be your kind of guiding light. It's kind of like when everything is quiet. It's kind of like when everything is quiet and you can hear the birds singing and you just smile and you're like, wow, that's really beautiful. Or everything is quiet and you can hear a baby laughing or, just something like that. And it's like, oh, wow, that's really beautiful. And that beauty is going to be what moves you forward. When you hear little things to just make your heart sing, that's the canary spirit singing to you. And then we have the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. I mean, that's completely important in life in general. Healthy boundaries, healthy limits, healthy rules. Setting those healthy boundaries really do help you set the truth for yourself. And when you're setting these healthy boundaries, Capricorn, you might sit there and think, oh, wow, I'm being so mean. I'm being rude. I'm not on top of things the way that I should be. It's taking me a while to reply to somebody, or it's taking me a while to, return phone calls, or, just things like that. Or I'm not doing this right away and I should be doing it right away. No, set those healthy boundaries because things don't have to be instantaneous. Our world, we're spoiled. We're spoiled with this idea of everything being instantaneous. Set the healthy boundaries. Say, I get there when I get there. I'm not being rude. I'm not being mean. I need to take care of me, my soul, myself, my responsibilities first. And then you'll see that things really do start to fall into a really beautiful alignment, a really beautiful way of moving forward. And then you have universal light. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your head. This is the light shining down on you, brightening your path, moving you forward, and it leads you towards forgiveness. Which is just powerful. It isn't saying that you have to go and want to break bread with people that you don't like at all. It's saying, I'm not letting you have the power over me to make me feel small, insignificant, weak, helpless. I'm taking that power, and it is mine, because I have the power of my heart. And as emotional beings, because that's what I firmly believe we are, as emotional beings, we have that power of our heart's truth to move us forward. And when that power connects with our minds, and we have you as a student of that here, and we have you as the ruler, the king of your heart and your passion, your intuition, you are going to find that you're letting go of a lot of, it's almost, Spirit is saying maladies. It's hurts, pains, disappointments, heartbreaks that had been with you for quite some time. And it's like, no, you know what? That's not me anymore. And I will not live in that narrative anymore. I've destroyed it. It's kind of like, when you're upset with who you were, or you're upset with where you were, and you tend to run away from your own shadow. I know I've done that all the time. So often that I can point it out in myself when I'm doing it. I'm like, wow, Dane, you're just afraid, or you don't like that, but you won't stop and look at it because it's too messy, it's too much, or, I feel like I shouldn't have let it get to that point. I should have just nipped it in the bud right away. And so that forgiveness and that's empowerment of, this is who I am, and this is where I'm going to be. And I will not even let myself stand in my own way. And that's why you're the King of Wands, and you're rejecting poverty. You are. You're rejecting the sense of, I'm going to be looking at wealth as something that is for somebody else, but it's not for me. And it's like, no, you're not about that life. You're really not. and you are looking at what you want, what you desire. You're seeing yourself reborn, and you're embracing this wealth, this prosperity, this bounty, and saying, this is me, this is who I am, and this is where I want to be. You're taking in joy. I mean, he has I believe that's a ferret right there at his feet, and he's just looking down at it like, oh, wow, that's adorable. He's by the roaring fire. He's made a good life for himself. And that's what you are seeing within yourself. You're making a good life for yourself, or you've made a good life for yourself. You are working hard towards your goals. And as you do so, you're crowned by the King of Cups. The King of Cups is prosperity, bounty, abundance. I mean, King of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So here, you could have had a fire sign energy who made you feel on the outside of wealth. Or you could have had a boss or somebody who was very authoritative in your life give you an unhealthy narrative with money. You're going to see yourself working through this, especially during this time. And the forgiveness really does come, oh, wow, look at that. So she's sitting with her back towards the fire. She's far away. And here he's sitting right next to the fire. You will find yourself moving towards that warmth, that wealth, that sense of security. Because fire brings illumination. Fire brings heat. Fire brings so much to us that is so terribly important. And then you are crowned by the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. So during this time, you're definitely king of your emotions. You have that, completely taken a hand of, right? And with the Page of Athame, the Page of Swords, you're becoming a student of your mind, a student of your wisdom, a student of what you truly want and where you want to be. So as you are looking at things, as you're embracing what you love, and as you're looking at what you know to be your truth, okay, you're going to find that your mind and your heart, they're not always equal, because one's a king and one's a page, one's kind of the teacher and one's the student. You're going to find that as you look at deeper wisdom, as you look at what you want and what you desire, you find that place within your heart, that knowledge of your emotions and that knowledge of the way you interpret things, and you find yourself emboldened. You find yourself really moving towards something spectacular. And as you do so, then it's the Chariot. It's like nothing's going to hold you back. You will not be stopped. You will not be silenced. You will be moving forward. And that's just that. As you do so, there is a celebration with those around you, yes, but there is also the sense of being mindful of the people who raised their glass to you and said, I celebrate you. I celebrate you, Capricorn. I will stand by you. It could very well have been a Cancer energy. It could also be this fire sign energy, this Aries, this Leo, this Sagittarius, where you thought this person had your back and they didn't. It can be in love and in work, where you've gotten burnt a couple of times and you're sitting there and you're not really trusting yourself as you're moving forward. There's also a sense, and I've seen it within my own emotions lately, there's such a sense of fatalism. And it sounds funny. It's like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like being, overly dramatic. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is that. And it's like, okay, step back. Because there's this energy in the world right now that is causing tidal waves. It just is. And you need to stand your ground in your truth and in your purpose and in your light during this time, and not be swept up in the chaos. Because as you're moving forward, there's a sense of, who can I trust? And it's like, well, first start off trusting yourself. All right? You will know that you have a very small group. You may very well have a very small group of people around you. It could be 2 other people, around you who absolutely have your back. But you've had that happen before, where you've trusted a person or you've trusted people multiple times. And it could just be, Capricorn, it could just be that you were too trusting, that you have a tendency to see the good in people. You're on that journey. You have that beautiful heart. You have that way of looking at things. And so you could very well just be seeing people you can see their good traits. You can see their bad traits. You're not an idiot. You can sit there and be like, oh, well, that person needs to work on this and that person needs to work on that. But you're like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And then as you're giving the person the benefit of the doubt, they mess with things. They kind of screw you over. And you're sitting there and you're like, man, I was trying to be so nice. What did I do wrong? And it's kind of like what Maya Angelou said, when somebody shows you who they truly are, believe them, even when you don't want to. And that's what you need to remember during this time. It's kind of like, believe them. Believe them. When they show you who they truly are, believe them. And as you're moving forward, believe in that truth. Believe in the truth of your intuitive power. Believe in the truth of knowing who to trust. And sometimes if you have a person who's, might not be all right in the head to be able to appear like your best friend and then screw you over, that's on them. That's their lesson. That's not yours. Because you're moving forward with such a passion, such a determination. Again, the Cancer energy, June 21st to July 22nd. It's like, especially during that time, you're going to see your heart really shining forward. And what's really cool is June 21st is the new moon, right? And it's a solar eclipse. So just be very mindful for yourself here, Capricorn, that time period is going to be, June 21st is going to be an astoundingly emotional time for you, an astoundingly intense time. So just know it. You're ready for the ride. You're ready to move yourself forward. You really are. And around that time, you're going to see a kind of springboard jump start going on. So just be mindful of that during this time. Then we have the Three of Wands. You're looking at yourself setting sail. You're looking at yourself moving forward. And you're seeing ships come in. You're seeing a return on your investment. It's like, yeah, I can do this. And you're seeing ships go out. It's kind of like, I can take this risk on me. I can move myself forward the way that I need to. Stop listening to the rest of the world. The world is terrifying. I mean, seriously. It's like, no, I don't want, no. So here, it's like, it's all the energy, all the chatter coming at you. And it can absolutely cripple you, absolutely break your heart, make you sit there and just think like, my goodness, why? Why all the time? Why such pain, such suffering, such hurt? And here with the Nine of Wands, it is looking at what you want. And it's saying, I need to stand true for me. I need to. To be a pillar of light in darkness. To be kindness in the midst of anger. To sit there and let that be your truth. And not let the rest of the world come at you and corrupt it. I mean, that is going to be so powerful for you. I mean, that's powerful, period. Every single moment of every single day, to sit there and not get caught up. I mean, it happens to the best of us. We get caught up in everything, and it's like, oh my gosh. So here with the Nine of Wands, it's like, know your truth, know your power, know yourself. And yes, you're tired. I mean, the Nine of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is the person with his head bandaged, his arm in a sling, leaning on the staff, the 8 wands behind him as he's leaning on one wand, and it's like, really, what else can you throw at me? And you know what's so funny when you think that? It's like the world is like, oh, just wait, I've just started. And so it's finding your balance. It's filtering what comes in. It's the healthy boundaries. So you don't get swept up in the way everybody else says, oh, live your life like this, live your life like that, be this, be that. Be you. Be you, Capricorn. Know who you can trust. And you might say, how? How do you know who you can trust? Well, I guess it's by not being that trusting right off the bat. It's kind of like, go slowly, go gently into things. And you do have a core group by you, or you have the building of a core group. It can't just be your angels and your spirit guides where they're like, listen, people are stinking right now. Just trust in me. I will move you forward. And it's like, thank you. Thank you. Because you're not on the outside of wealth anymore. You are becoming a student of your heart. You are really seeing what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. You are looking at things, you've gathered up the knowledge, you've left certain things behind, you've worked through doubts and fears and lies and hurts and betrayals. And as you have, you have these kings coming in, and it's like, yes, yeah, stand tall, stand strong. Because you are a student of your mind. And as you are a student of your heart and you are a student of your mind, you're seeing that power within you. Because you have the potential during this time to be the king of your mind, to be the king of your emotions, of what you truly, truly, truly want. But you have to be the student of your thoughts, of what you're focusing on, to let your heart truly shine. And once you see this, you see that the Five of Pentacles, this is an issue that can be resolved more easily, or easier, there we go, than you think it can. It's like, this is something where you start to see yourself like, oh wow, I can change this. And it can be little tiny itsy bitsy ant steps, each day. But it turns into a big change. It turns into big power. Your subconscious message for this time is the Two of Athames, the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is looking at the path. It's doubts and it's fears, and it's in the mind too much, because the sword is about being in the mind too much. But it's looking at the paths and seeing that you're at a crossroads. Which way do you choose? What do you want? And what is the right road for you? Because paths will open that are so much more varied than you thought they would be. And this then leads you to your subconscious chakra message, oh goodness, which is truth, the throat chakra. Speak your truth. Move forward in your truth and embrace your truth. It really does lighten your heart and your soul and yourself, and it moves you towards your life purpose. And as it moves you towards your life purpose, your subconscious spirit animal message is the chameleon spirit. Act as if. Act as if you're there. And act as if the power is yours. Because it is. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.